The M16 has finally been added to GTA Online. Its in-game name is the Service Carbine, and I bet you're super excited to get it. In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest and fastest way to unlock it because guess what? Rockstar hit us with some more random spawns. I'll be diving into the best ways to get these to spawn in later on in the video, so make sure to keep watching so that you don't miss that. For cheap and reliable GTA Cash and RP services, check out DigiSunny in the description and use code MarkySharky for 5% off. To unlock the Service Carbine in GTA, you'll need to gather some collectibles. For some reason, these don't show up in the collectibles tab, which makes them a little bit harder to track, so try to keep an idea in your head of how many you've got. These collectibles are actually different parts of the Service Carbine. There's the barrel, the mag, the receiver, the sights, and the scope. Once you collect all 5 parts, you'll get the Service Carbine and be able to use it. The weapon parts can be found at different randomly spawning crime scenes around the map. That's right, we've got more random spawns. I'll dive into how we get these to spawn in later on in the video, but for now let's focus on what to do when you find one. When a random spawn appears, you'll see a blue dot on your minimap. Head over to it and you'll see a crime scene. Sometimes there'll be some policemen who you should definitely kill, otherwise they'll kill you when you go to steal the parts. You'll get a wanted level when you do that, but you can always call Lester to get rid of this.
How can I help? Okay, I'll get you out of trouble. No problem.
What we're interested is somewhere in the middle of the crime scene, there will be one of the weapon parts laying on the floor. They're quite small and hard to see at first, but you'll know you're at the part when you get a prompt to pick it up in the top left of the screen. Press right on the D-pad or your equivalent to pick it up and you're 1/5 of the way to unlocking the gun. You'll also get $5,000 and 2,000 RP for each piece that you find. Once you steal the 5th weapon part, the Service Carbine will appear in your hands and the weapon is yours. You'll also get a $50,000 bonus for assembling the weapon. It's nice that we're now getting paid to unlock this gun rather than having to pay to unlock it. You can take your newly acquired Service Carbine to ammunition to customize it. You can add an extended clip, a flashlight, a suppressor, and a grip. And as always, you can change the tint too. The Service Carbine actually has its own unique sound, even when it's suppressed, which is a really nice touch. Here's a map of all of the crime scene locations. If you want to view it for yourself, I've put a link in the description so that you can zoom in as much as you want, and on your way down there you should probably drop a like on the video. There's a total of 10 different places where the crime scenes can spawn in, and getting them to spawn in can be quite tricky. I spent almost 3 hours this morning trying to get these to spawn in, and I didn't find a single one. So I'm going to share with you some tips and findings that I've made to get these to spawn in easier. The first thing to note is that you have to be in a lobby for at least 20 minutes before a crime scene can spawn in. I personally found that it takes at least 30 minutes for me, so if you really want to be safe, then give it at least 30 minutes when you load into a session, and make sure to keep this in mind if you decide to switch sessions at any point. When you do find a crime scene, then your best bet to find the next one is to switch sessions and wait again at least 20 to 30 minutes before you start looking for the next part. Speaking of sessions, you can be in any type of lobby that you want. I found crime scenes in public lobbies and I found crime scenes in invite-only lobbies, so any will work. Public lobbies probably have slightly better odds just because you might stumble upon a crime scene that someone else spawned in. That's because crime scenes are shared across players, which brings me onto my next tip to find the parts even quicker. You can actually join your friend's session if they find a crime scene and use that same crime scene that they found, which will save you time looking for locations and waiting for those 20-minute timers. If you're looking for people to do this with, I'd highly recommend joining our Discord using the link in the description. You can find a group of people on the same platform so that you guys can all look together and invite each other to a session when you find a crime scene. Another interesting thing is that you can actually get multiple parts of the same crime scene, which I've seen a lot of other YouTube channels incorrectly say that you can't. So just because you've already gotten a part at a particular location, it doesn't mean that you should just give up on trying to find another one there. I personally managed to find 2 different weapon parts under this same bridge. In terms of your choice for vehicle, it doesn't really matter too much. Sometimes I like to take the Hydra to cover more spawns, but I also feel like this reduces the chance of each spawn, so sometimes I like to take it a bit slower with a car. I found that my preferred middle ground is something like an oppressor, where I can stay decently low to the ground but also be quite fast when going between spawn sites. So that's everything I could possibly find about how to unlock the Service Carbine. If you find a more complete guide out there on YouTube, well, you won't, because I made sure to cover literally everything I could find, so if you appreciate that, then please do leave a like on the video. If I somehow did miss something, then please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back to everyone as I always do. So that's all from me. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!